Still discussing Nigeria's political realignment with the adoption of the African Democratic Congress by the opposition coalition. Our next focus moves to examine further whether or not this coalition is a credible threat to the ruling party and the PDP, or just another elite power play dress-up as a reform.
Because let's be honest, Nigerians have seen a similar move before. Coalitions formed in hotel ballrooms, press conferences filled with recycled rhetoric, and then what? Silence. So what makes this different? We will be speaking this morning with someone who might know a thing or two about the formation of this new coalition and can better still tell us why the new coalition should be taken seriously. Joining us for this discussion is a politician and the founder of Ovation Magazine, Chief Dele Momodu. Good morning, Chief Momodu. Thank you for joining us. I think a good way to start would be to say congratulations on the formation of the coalition. How do you feel about it?
Well, good morning from Abuja. I would like to start by saying congratulations to Nigerians, because this is a party formed by a majority of political actors in Nigeria, whether you are on the left, you are on the right, or on the center. So this is what makes it very exciting for me. The current ruling government was beginning to take everyone for granted, bullying all of us as if we have no right to associate with ourselves. And so yesterday, I believe they inflicted the fear of God into this government, and maybe we'll begin to see the government in a different light. In fact, if you were at the Yaradua Center in Abuja yesterday, you'll be amazed at, the galaxy of stars from the Nigerian political circle. Yes, I can see you showing the footage. For us, I like the name to start with, African Democratic Congress. You see, democracy is the foundation of every government. And the moment you lose that democracy, then it becomes a dictatorship. It's beginning to look like Nigeria has fallen in the hands of people who just want to play like emperors, people who want to bully everyone. You see governors in panic. The country, 2 years after taking power, you see our governors. I've never seen anything like it. Everybody is jittery because of the fear of one man. But I'm excited, at least now we will have a formidable opposition. Yesterday, I saw one man, and for me, he is the hero of this coalition. And that's Baba John Oyegun, the former APC chairman, the former governor of my home state, Edo State. I mean, for a man of his age who does not need anything from Nigeria, to say, no, we cannot allow this to happen. We were together in exile for years. He was one of the most committed people who fought for this democracy. So for me, that was a powerful message that no, we will not allow Nigeria to go down and fall in the hands of a cabal that wants to seize all of us. For me, democracy is everything. Okay. What we are fighting for first is democracy. Then we have some of the best technocrats in Nigeria in that coalition. You will see it's just the beginning. As events unfold, you will begin to appreciate what ADC is trying to do for Nigeria.
Now, Chief Momodu, how do you react to, analysts that say it's a correlation of strange bedfellows, that the only common denominator between all those individuals is that they fell off with President Tinubu at one point or the other? You mentioned Mr. Oyegun too, and yourself, you were all in exile together at some point. The current president and you were very close in London in the Nadeco days. How do you respond to people that see this as a sense of betrayal? That why would you do this to your friend?
The betrayal is in killing the democracy that we suffered for. We lost everything. People lost their lives. And today, we cannot guarantee peaceful elections. We cannot guarantee credible elections. That's where the betrayal lies. So betrayal is not about personal friendship. Patriotism is about placing your country above friendship. I have nothing personal against President Tinubu. I hold him in the highest esteem. And in fact, I pity him because sometimes I wonder if he is aware of what is going on in his environment. This is not the democracy we fought for. And when you see friends who can stand up in a place where lives depend on government, you know it's like Nigeria. Lives depend on government. And people say, no, I'm not joining a government. I've never been in any government. I've never been in power, and I've been in politics since my final year at the University of Ife, now Obafemi University in 1982. And I've never been in any government. We came back from exile. For 8 years, Tinubu was governor of Lagos State. Did you see me in his government, or did you see me around the government? So for me, I am an able-bodied man who struggles within my modest means to survive in Nigeria and globally. So for me, we betray our country if after some people died for this democracy, we allow a few people.
Okay, seems we have poor network connectivity there all the way from the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, where we have Chief Dele Momodu joining us from. Well, Benga, I think he's responded to your question, very key question.
But it's not personal.
Yeah, it's not personal. Many have said it looks like a betrayal. Some have said that it's looking that way because this was someone you spent time with during the time of Nadeco and the likes.
Well, the Yoruba adage says 20 chickens cannot play together for 20 years.
Because somebody is going to kill them, use them for Christmas, I guess.
I hope I said that correctly.
Very well said.
Yeah,
And to Olive's question too, he talked about the who is who in Nigerian politics. He also mentioned technocrats that were at the Shehu Musa Yar'Adua Center yesterday. But the question is, ordinary Nigerians, I mean, there's still so many things to unpack.
Yeah, I mean,
okay, you have all this juggernaut.
Yes.
What mechanism will be used to choose who will be the flag bearer for the ADC? And there's also the question of zoning.
Yeah.
Yes, would it be zoned or you're going to throw it open?
Also, I think another question I would hope that he can help address this morning, because he was the one who brought the issue of them not being able to use the Wells
venue,
Council.
yeah.
You know, when he shared the message from the hotel.
The Wells.
Carlton, when he shared the message on social media. So the question would be, because from the inference and the way the post was put out, it's the suggestion of, do you think that the opposition was behind this? And if yes, are there fears that the opposition might in some way find a way to penetrate this new coalition and dismantle it from within? Because all the members of the other political parties have accused the opposition. The PDP accuses the opposition of being instrumental to what's happening within the party. Labour Party has accused the opposition as well. So are there fears or concerns that the opposition will do the same thing?
And what reactions
are they mounting against
exactly, and what reactions are they expecting from the All Progressive Congress? We also hope to, I'm sure we're going to get reactions before midday today, torrent of reactions from stakeholders in the ruling APC. And if you can predict them, what they will say is, you know, it doesn't faze us.
Absolutely.
Or we encourage this as part of democracy, yes.
And I would also like him to speak to something that Comrade Jude Imagwe had talked about, which is the fact that a number of these politicians were not actively involved in the youth concerns, where, you know, the NSAS, End Bad Governance protest,
they were even part of that government.
All of them except Peter Obi. You know, that's one of the, you know, conversations that we've had. Welcome back, Chief Momodu, to the conversation. We hope that, yes, we can see you, and we hope that the network is clearer now. You are responding to Benga's question when he said that, what are your thoughts about people who said that you're betraying your friend? And you said it's not personal, that it's a betrayal of the democracy that we have. But I also want to, just to officially confirm that you are a member of the ADC. Is that correct? Chief Momodu, we can't hear you.
Can you kindly unmute your device?
Right? We're still having a bit of challenge with the...
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can, yes.
We can.
Please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead. We just want to officially confirm that you're a member of the ADC. Is that correct?
Okay. No, the registration only started yesterday. The interim chairman, David Mark, was the first to have his registration yesterday, so we're all registering now. Yes.
All right.
I'm definitely a part of it, definitely.
All right, thank you for...
Because I am not comfortable with any...
Thank you very much for clarifying your membership.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can. Thank you very much for clarifying your membership. I wanted to ask a question, which is why I just needed to confirm that. And the question is regarding the message you had sent from the hotel where this meeting was scheduled to have been held. It would seem that, you know, some people have started to infer that there was some political interference in that. Is that a position you agree with? And again, seeing as many of the opposition, members of the opposition party have thrown blames or laid accusation at the APC for intermeddling in some way with their party behind the scenes and causing internal crisis. Is that a concern that the APC shares? That, you know, the APC might be able to infiltrate and destabilize the party?
Everybody, you don't have to be a politician. The mistake we often make in Nigeria is to reduce everything to politics. For example, I see myself as a part-time politician. I'm more of a publisher than a politician. But Nigeria is a concern to me, and that is why I ended up in exile. You understand? So a lot of people are very worried that the democracy that we labored for is being toyed with. I don't know if you read Colonel Umar Kangiwa's message a few days ago after he received the national honor from President Tinubu.
Yeah.
If someone who ordinarily should just say, oh, I'm happy, I've been honored by Nigeria and by the president, and then keep mute. But he was still warning us that this infant democracy should not be toyed with. Anybody who loves Nigeria and loves Nigeria more than friendship, more than his pocket, would agree that we need to do something about Nigeria. We all lament like the biblical Jeremiah in this country. But when we now find at least something that is a semblance of a solution to it, then we start complaining immediately. So what are the options before us? Are you better today than you were in 2023 when Tinubu took power? So you should be able to answer it. I tell people, in America today, the only reason you have President Donald Trump is because the Republicans knew that, okay, they were complaining that the Democrats were not performing. What is the option? You must seek first that political power. A lot of our young people supported Peter Obi in the last election, but he still didn't make it. Whether, I don't know what happened, whether by hook or by crook. Some people said he won, some people said he did not win. But so how do you move forward? Are you going to repeat the same mistake of just lamenting and complaining and doing nothing about it? Nations are not governed by saints. Nations are governed by performers. So leadership is about managing people and resources. And we can see that the people managing us are not managing us well. So the alternative is to seek power through other platforms. And that platform now is being provided by bringing everybody together, whether you are saints and you are sinners. Bring everybody together and let's all come and fight within that platform to rescue Nigeria from those who are certain will lead us to Golgotha. That is the situation we are in. When you see the kind of people who gather together, come together, you must know that it's not just about power. So if you believe in Peter Obi, how does Peter Obi become president of Nigeria if he cannot raise the number? It's a game of number. If those who believe in Atiku, if they don't come and join this coalition, how will Atiku get the number? If you combine Atiku and Obi the last time, look at the figure, you will see that they would have defeated any candidate. So Now the same people who are saying Nigeria is not good, Nigeria is not good, they now have an opportunity, but they want to go and import saints from heaven to come and lead Nigeria. It's a game of number. That's why Donald Trump is a president today. They sacked him from office. Joe Biden came, but the Republicans brought him back because they know he's the one who has the number. So Nigerians must know the solution to our problem. The solution is that whosoever you support, if we cannot raise the number, it will just become a serial contestant. And at the end of the day, we will also suffer for it.
All right.
This is the best opportunity we have now to change this APC out of power. If we do not support it, of course, I do not have any other power than just one vote. So, and then maybe what we are doing now, talking. But talk is cheap. So we need action. So ADC is the action required now to take on this guy. Imagine within 2 years, a president with the deluge of crisis that we have in Nigeria is only campaigning for 2027. That's what we see now everywhere. INEC has not even declared the electoral process open. Everybody is in flagrant disobedience to our electoral laws. Everybody's already campaigning. So that is why the opposition too had to wake up that look, hey, if we allow these people to continue this way, we will end up with a one-party state. And that will be disastrous for our democracy.
All right, Chief, I mean, just to also clarify that last statement that you made, I do recall passing by the Third Mainland Bridge, and I can categorically state here that some of the posters have been taken down. This also supports what a member of the APC who joined us here live said, that these posters are not supported or put by the president, but are done by loyalists and those who appreciate the good work he's doing. But away from that, are you now saying that the PDP is no longer a viable a party that would be able to unseat the APC, because you're also leaving? You've said it here categorically that you will be leaving the PDP, you'll be registering with the ADC. And my second question is, too many juggernauts, like they say in the African palace, too many hands can spoil the soup. Who will now be the presidential candidate that everyone would choose? Are we going to see a case where a former vice president will come back again to be the presidential candidate? What are your thoughts with these?
Any Nigerian who is interested in contesting presidential election is free to contest. Please, I think we're jumping the gun again. People have come together to raise a formidable political party. It happened before. I was there in 2014, though I was not a member of APC. We supported Buhari because we felt PDP was going in the wrong direction. That is the nature of politics. If you are not pleased with what you have, you seek something else. So you ask a question about whether PDP is no longer viable. Of course, PDP is no longer viable. If you want to confront APC, APC already hijacked PDP. Why are we always asking questions when we already know the answers? PDP has already hijacked Labour. Yesterday, you saw Peter Obi, you saw one of, Senator Abaribe, a guy I respect so much. You saw all of them in that gathering. You saw Baba Yegun, who was chairman of APC. Do you think what they are looking for is power? They are worried about the direction Nigeria is going. Why are we always pretending? We are the ones who lament the most. All of us sit down in their parlor and all we're doing is crying, bemoaning the fate that has befallen Nigeria. And yet, when we see a solution, we're looking for the distractions. We're not going to be distracted. The truth of the matter is that majority of the opposition parties have been decimated, have been scattered to the winds by the ruling government. Okay, that is the truth. That is our reality. Why won't we accept it? Please accept that reality and help us to inform your wide audience about why ADC is the option.
Okay, I know that.
I've never seen political parties come together the way they did yesterday. It has never happened. Even not even the formation of APC. I was there at the beginning.
I mean, just to quickly touch this, I know you say that in some measure we're putting the cart or the horse before the cart, but I don't know if you probably can speak to the conversation about zoning, if you think that is something that would be a key consideration when choosing a presidential candidate for the ADC?
Madam, these are some of the most experienced politicians in our country. These are people. Alhaji Atiku, for example, started in 1993 when he stepped down for Chief Moshood Abiola at the SDP primaries in Jos. I was there. I was present. I was a 33-year-old man, or 32, going on to 33. I witnessed it. And he has been conducting his ambition admirably, without use of force. He does not control any state. He's a businessman. He's probably the biggest businessman who is also in politics in Nigeria. Peter Obi has been a formidable businessman. He has been a governor. Tiko was a vice president. Okay? So when you have Rotimi Amechi, who has gone through the whole gamut of governance in Nigeria, from being a speaker for 8 years, governor for 8 years, minister for 8 years. So the accumulated experiences would help Nigeria if they are able to manage the political affairs very well. You cannot talk about governance if you do not have the right people in power. So for all those who love Peter Obi, whatever decision the party they try to reach, should support him. But if people say, oh, unless Atiku is the candidate, we're not going to agree, and then you'll be working for Tinubu. If people say, unless Obi is the presidential candidate, I won't be working for him, then you'll be working for Tinubu. So this is how it works. If the supporters of Amechi say, unless Amechi is the candidate. No, we have passed that stage. I am telling you, this thing has been in the works for 18 months minimum. It was revealed yesterday. They didn't just come together in one day to say, hey, we want to seize power. It's not about power. It's about good governance. But before you can talk about good governance, you must seek political power first. Because that's the foundation.
Now, Chief Momodu, you did allude to the fact that the APC, the ruling APC, one way or the other, has managed to, infiltrate the ranks of opposition parties, and that's why a number of them have internal crises. But it seems there might be trouble in the APC, and this is why I say this. The ADC's 2023 presidential candidate, Dumebi Kachuku, has voiced his disapproval of this move. He stated that the coalition is engaging with a former leadership structure as the tenure of the Onwosu-led executive of the ADC officially ended on August 21, 2022. Kachuku insisted that any coalition looking to join the ADC must go through the front door. Are you concerned about this? And could this be used as a way of causing rancor and destabilization in the new ADC formation? Did they really did they do due diligence before adopting the ADC?
My dear brother, and with all due respect to my very, very dear friend and brother, Dumebi was a presidential candidate. A presidential candidate does not own a party. The front door of every party is the party secretariat, and that's what we saw in attendance yesterday. The full gamut of the secretariat was there. In public glare, it was not hidden. There is no back door. I was a presidential candidate on the platform of National Conscience Party. In 2011, I was a candidate in Nigeria. I know that a candidate is a product of the party. A party is not owned by a candidate. Peter Obi was the candidate of Labour. Today, can you say Labour is viable for Peter Obi? Because the people went in there to scatter that party, to make sure that Obi will have no platform to contest. At the rate we were going, if ADC was not adopted yesterday, this ruling government, ruling party of APC, it will get to a stage where they will ban all other political parties and sentence them into eternity. They will not exist. So Dumebi as a patriot, I was one of those who used to post Dumebi's lamentations. Both of us, we love Nigeria so much that he will lament, he will call me, I will call him, we will discuss. And this is the end to our lamentations. We must seek power. We must join, whether they consult him or not. A patriot. I was not a part of the meetings. I was following the meetings. I wasn't a part, but I was praying for them silently. Because that is the only way out of this, disaster that may befall our democracy if care is not taken.
All right.
So my appeal to Dumebi is that, okay, if we were not consulted, please take it as your contribution to nation building. We must build our nation. It's not about anything personal. I don't care if I don't have any role in ADC. I will support ADC.
All right.
Because what are the options before us? The option is to continue with this APC. No.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chief Momodu. We hope to get, we wish you all the best today with your registration, and we will continue to follow up with the development of this coalition. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm sure many people will be
Thank
wondering.
you.